All right, welcome to The Explainer. We spend so much of our time asking, how can I get what I want? But today, we're going to flip that around and explore a much, much more important question. Am I actually strong enough to handle it? Seriously, this one little shift in perspective, it might just be the most crucial part of your entire journey.
Okay, let's just dive right into the deep end with the single most important question you could ever ask yourself when you're going after a big goal. It's not, do I really want it, or what's the strategy? It's this, am I strong enough to handle the result? See how that question immediately shifts the focus? It's not about chasing something out there. It's about building something in here. Most of us have this picture of success as like crossing a finish line. We imagine all the hard work, the grind, and then that one single moment of victory where you can finally relax because the race is over. But that idea, it's a total illusion, and honestly, it's a pretty dangerous one.
Because achieving the goal, that isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of you having to carry the weight of that success. It brings a whole new set of pressures, new responsibilities, and brand new challenges that you have to be strong enough to support, not just for a day, but day in and day out.
So this leads us to this really wild paradox, right? The very thing you are working your tail off to get can actually become the thing that crushes you, that becomes destructive, if you're not prepared for the burdens that come right along with it.
Just think about this for a second. More money, more attention, more influence. None of these things are good or bad on their own. They're just amplifiers. They magnify who you already are. So if you've got terrible money habits, more money just means you can make bigger mistakes faster. If you're insecure, a ton of attention can absolutely break you. Success doesn't magically fix your flaws. It shines a giant spotlight on them.
Okay, so if being prepared is the whole game, why are so many of us completely unprepared? Well, the answer is actually buried deep inside our own minds. It's what we can call our brain's default programming. Every single one of us is running on a kind of mental software, right? A configuration that was probably installed way back in our childhood. And this program, it's just running in the background all the time, dictating what we think our limits are, how we react to stuff, and believe it or not, how much success we subconsciously feel like we even deserve.
And here's the real kicker. Your brain's #1 job is not to make you happy or successful. Nope, its job is to keep you safe. So the moment you start pushing past those old programmed limits and you step into the unknown, your brain slams on the emergency brake. And this is so important to get. That little voice of fear that pops up, that sudden wave of crippling doubt, all the excuses that magically appear right when you're about to level up, those aren't signals of some deep truth. They're just glitches in your old programming. It's your brain's alarm system trying to drag you back to what's familiar, not what's actually best for you.
But here's the really good news. You are not stuck with that default program forever. You can be the coder. You can actively rewrite the script. So how do you actually do it? How do you build that internal strength you need to handle a whole new level of life?
This whole reprogramming process really stands on 3 fundamental pillars. First, you need a vision. You got to know exactly where you're headed. Second is training, the daily, gritty work it takes to build the skills to get there. And third, environment. You have to surround yourself with people and places that pull you forward instead of holding you back. Let's break each of these down.
Okay, first up, vision. Without a crystal clear, really compelling picture of what you're trying to build, your daily efforts are just going to feel like a chore. And let me tell you, discipline without a strong why behind it burns out fast. Your vision is the fuel for your discipline.
All right, pillar number 2, training. Look, dreams and vision boards alone don't change a thing. Real strength, real skill, it's forged in the discomfort of daily, deliberate practice. It's all about showing up and doing the work, especially on the days you don't feel like it. That consistency, day after day, that's what separates the good from the truly great.
And finally, we get to environment, which honestly might be the most powerful pillar of them all. Just look around you. The people you talk to, the stuff you watch, the places you go, they're all constantly whispering in your ear, this is what's normal. And if your environment's definition of normal is just average, it's going to be an uphill battle to be exceptional. To change your life, you almost always have to change your normal.
So what is this process of reprogramming, this growth? What does it actually feel like? I'll give you a hint. It's not usually comfortable or exciting. Genuine growth has a very specific feeling to it, and it's a feeling we're usually programmed to run away from.
Take a look at this comparison. Your brain is hardwired to crave everything in the left column: comfort, certainty, safety. It wants to stay put. But everything you actually want, every bit of meaningful growth and expansion in your life, lives over there in the right column. It absolutely requires you to step into discomfort and learn to be okay with uncertainty.
So the next time you feel these things, I want you to try and reframe them in your mind. This is not a sign that you're failing or that you should give up. This is a blinking neon sign that you are succeeding. You are actively breaking past your old limits. This feeling is the feeling of growth. It means it's working.
Now, as you build this internal strength, this new capacity, it allows you to move through what you can think of as 3 different levels of life and 3 different levels of impact you can have on the world.
Most of us start at level 1, right? Scarcity. The main goal here is just survival. With a lot of work and a bit of luck, you might get to level 2, abundance, where you have enough for yourself, for your family. But the ultimate goal, the place where real, lasting impact is made, is level 3, overflow. That's where you've built so much capacity, so much strength, that your cup is so full it just naturally spills over and benefits the people and the world around you.
And that right there is the ultimate point of building all this strength. True, deep, lasting fulfillment, it's rarely found in what you can get for yourself. It's found in what you become capable of giving to others.
So this whole journey brings us to this final, crucial shift in thinking. The weak question is, how can I get more? The powerful question, the one that really changes the game, is the one you see right here.
And when you focus all your energy on that question, on becoming stronger, more disciplined, more resilient, a really funny thing starts to happen. The external results, they just start to find you. Success is no longer something you have to hunt down and chase. It becomes something you naturally attract because you're finally, truly ready for it. And that leaves us with this one last critical thought to chew on. The real work isn't about finding the right opportunity. It's about building yourself into the person who's ready when that opportunity inevitably arrives. So the question isn't whether you can reach the success you want. It's, are you willing to do the work to become the person who can carry it?